Assalamualaikum and good day to all panels and juries. My name is Muhammad Zafiq bin Muhammad Zahanpa, and my vanilla project title is Composite Impact Test for Validation of Composite Paradigmic Model. As for the project background, in studying the deformation response of materials under different types of loadings, the classical continuum mechanics (CCM) has been a key to answer many stimulating computations. Finite element method (FEM) is one of the most conventional numerical techniques used today in simulating the behavior of material or structure under given conditions, and it is based on the principles of CCM. Despite the successful applications of CCM, its limitation is shown when solving discontinuity in the structure such as crack. Hence, paradynamic was established with the purpose that its governing equation is always valid whether there is any discontinuity in the structure or not. Paradynamic is deemed as the suitable candidate for multi-scale material analysis owing to its mathematical characteristic. Developed by Dr. Stewart Seelig in 2000, this formulation does not involve special derivatives, making its governing equation to be integral differential, which is very practical for problems including discontinuities such as cracks. Paradynamic composite model has been recently explored with many studies have proven its efficiency in computations of deformation on materials due to its capability to describe the great growth speed as well as its direction. So in this work, paradigmic modeling of composites is explored in simulating the response of a specific material, which is G10 glass fiber reinforced epoxy composite under impact and compression loading. By using the right parameters, impact and compression test simulation is done with MATLAB. Similar testing is conducted in laboratory, and the experimental result is compared with existing data on G10 material, as well as being used for validation of paradynamic composite model. Impact test is used commonly in evaluating the toughness of a material. It is used to determine whether a specific is brittle or ductile in nature. For this investigation, a pendulum type impact test named Chappie impact test will be practiced. The compression test will provide the data on the stress-strain relationship as well as the Young's modulus of this composite material. This test is conducted with a universal machine with compressive loading applied on the test specimen, which would cause permanent deformation to be analyzed. So, in the classical continuum mechanics, whenever there are discontinuities in the region of a structure which do not originally present, it will be too complex to be solved with this fundamental. Therefore, the classical method is not applicable for models of such problem. Therefore, a formulation which is capable to calculate the force over a non-local region around each point is required to solve discontinuities problems in structures. So, paradynamic, which has the mathematical capability, should be explored more as its application in modeling materials such as composite is reliable. Hence, paradynamic composite model for impact and compression tests must be validated with experimental data in order to further prove its specialty in simulating structural deformation on materials. So the objectives of this project are to develop and analyze the paradynamic composite model for impact and compression tests of composite specimens, and to validate the paradynamic composite model results with the experimental data obtained. So figure 1 shows a sample for the Chappie impact test with a V-notch with dimensions according to ISO 1792 standards, and figure 2 shows the specimens for compression test with dimensions according with STM D69515. After testing was done, the results were compared with obtained data on the G10 material. At the same time, paradynamic simulations on MATLAB began for Chappie impact test and compression test. The results which have been achieved so far is then validated with the laboratory testing results, and discussions were made. As for the result, the figure on the left shows the Chappie impact test specimens with V-notch after breaking. The simulation done was focused to show the impact behavior of the specimens, where it can be observed that the crack initiated at the point of impact, which is in the middle, and it moves in a rather straight line to the notch. So the figures above show the particles deformation in planar view, while the figure below shows the fracture in three-dimensional view as well as the energy distribution in the specimen during impact. As for the compression test, the above figures show the compression specimens for after the test. To compare with the simulation diagram below, it can be observed that fracture occurs at the top surface of the specimens when compressive loading is applied, both experimental and simulation. From the simulation where the specimens are illustrated as distinct particles, it is clear to see how the fracture or crack moves. From this observation, the speed and direction of the crack can be mathematically analyzed. As for the stress strain graph, the graph on the right was obtained from the simulation. The trend or the graph from the left is obtained from the experiment, and the trend for these graphs can be said to be similar, except for the sudden peak at the maximum compressive stress. So for Chappie impact test, it was proven by the paradigmic simulation that the crack travels from the point of impact in a slightly straight line with a notch. The energy absorbed by the specimens can also be displayed, where the highest energy is seen in the region where the specimen breaks. For compression test, the paradigmic simulation has shown that the deformation begins at the top surface of the specimens. The stress strain graph for laboratory testing was compared with the simulation graph, and it was concluded that the values for maximum compressive stress for both were approximate with each other. The sudden peak in the simulation graph might be due to an instantaneous change in stress distribution. So some of the advantages of paradigmic simulation are such as no criteria are needed to guide the direction of crack growth, unlike in a finite element or other methods where crack growth direction is calculated based on criteria. Then, in the paradigmic models, cracks autonomously initiate in advance of the bond's break. For any new crack behavior, like crack branching, new criteria are needed in other methods. However, the paradigmics composite model can simulate all such behaviors without any modification. So this method can be used to simulate initiation and growth of crack at multiple sites without any extra criteria normally needed in other approaches. So to conclude, the damage or deformation studies such as crack or compression of any specimens with any testing parameter could be performed in 3 dimensions with paradigmic composite modeling. Paradigmic is capable to improve the computational efficiency and ensure numerical stability in analysis of crack data, of crack or loading. By comparing with experimental data, for the Chappie impact crack paths and compression stress strain behavior, it can be concluded that the paradigmic composite model as used for G10 plus epoxy material have provided accurate predictions. So that's all from me. Thank you.